Hello everyone, welcome back to Walk With Me Gaming. We are back to playing Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. Last we left off, we just got to meet up with our little friend again, and I just realized I need something, so hold on. Sorry about that, had to go get a cough drop. So we left off, we talked to our kid, and now we got a new camp to explore, a new traveler to meet with, someone different. And Mason.
My twin brother Paul and I always got into trouble, but we were good.
Okay.
We didn't do nothing to anybody till we left.
What did you do?
Then we hurt a lot of people. Me, more so than Paul, because he didn't make it through.
Alright. Let's see.
The march I was on, the bonus army. It's less a bonus and more an acknowledgement of what I've had to suffer. Civilians will never understand.
So you were... okay. The bonus army.
Know any good jokes? I'm not so good at telling them anymore.
Okay, interesting. Wait, so what's this guy? Who's this guy's name? Okay, so Mason's full of sadness. Sorry. Let's tell something lighthearted. I don't know if we have much lighthearted stuff. We got Quinn's Adventures. Something funny. Do I have anything funny? I feel like closest I've got is these guys. That's positive.
You know, the government told us to keep our chins up too, but I didn't believe them either.
And it looks like that didn't work.
They were good to me, Ma and Pa, and to Paul, and to my sister Jessie.
Sounds like you had it pretty
Some
good.
days I wish I could find Jessie again and have her help me. She always liked Paul best.
If you're still siblings,
So anyway, tell me a funny story? You seem like you know a few good ones.
I really don't know anything funny, buddy. Talk about the bridge builders? I don't know. Not really
come
funny.
on. That doesn't sound real. Freedom is getting paid what you deserve, and getting enough to get by.
I very much agree with that.
Freedom is the ability to be free of pain. Do you know any
That would
happy
be
stories?
nice.
Hopeful ones?
Happy and hopeful. Oh man, dude. You're barking up the wrong tree. That's a guy dying. Happy and hopeful. How about these two? Let's tell a little love story.
For a moment.
There we go.
Just a moment. I felt better about it all too.
I'm sorry,
Love?
bud.
It was a real long time ago. I pulled a ribbon on her hair and her pigtails came undone and she tattletaled on me. Never really tried after that.
Oh.
Know any good jokes? I'm not so good at telling them anymore.
David, I'm sorry. I really don't have much else to tell in terms of good stuff. I got stuff about the fish. Strange clamor on the streets of Boston. Some bootleggers. I don't know. It's not exactly funny. It's interesting.
That can't be true. That sounds like a Navy tale.
Interesting.
The law? Well, I had a thought once, in the trenches. You and I, all of us, have the right to the pursuit of happiness. Can't say I've held the Declaration myself, but does it say anything about having a right to achieve happiness? Tell me a happy story.
Dude, I feel bad giving him literally nothing. This ain't gonna really do much, but
I liked that one.
It's something, I
There's
guess.
some hope left for you too, you know.
Hey, we got an open
Don't give
eye,
it
though.
away too quickly. Travel. Well, this walk feels like a little bit of freedom now and again. The flowers along the road make for fine company.
Well, that's good
Here's
to
the
hear,
sun.
sir.
I've got to go. I'm headed up the road this way. Will our paths cross?
Well, that's the goal of the game, so
Days
I think so.
come and go and the terrors return. They'll never be able to pay back what they owe me, but I'll always keep at 'em.
Sounds
What
good,
about
bud.
you? Is there something somebody owes you?
Maybe my soul back, I think. Alright. Mason's loss. Alright. We got some coal miners there. Is this somewhere that we already were? Is this Boston? Washington. Oh, interesting. Let's see what we got.
The mailman's
Tell
uniform
me some
is dated
stories.
and worn. He sits on the edge of the road, head in hands. He looks up as you approach. Can you help? Car clipped me. I think my legs... Well, I'd appreciate it if you could deliver this for me.
Yeah,
He holds out a brown envelope.
of course.
The letter's addressed to a James Gibson Sr., 120 J Street. But the city stymies you. The blocks run straight from I to K. You stop a man for directions, but he shakes his head and laughs.
No, we're not giving up.
Someone's playing a joke on you. There's no J Street.
We're not giving
Over
up.
here.
There's got to be something.
A woman in a brown coat overheard your question. She steers you down an alley. Someone's chalked a big orange J on one wall.
Nothing's official
I
in
thought
this world.
Clovis was late. Go left up ahead. Old man Gibson's the third on the right.
Appreciate it, miss.
As you round the corner, the world changes. J Street is a place out of time. Like the city forgot an entire street a century ago and carried on around it, oblivious. Even the noise and bustle of D.C. can't penetrate this little pocket. The man who answers is ancient and stooped. He peers at the letter. I think it's from my son. I don't see so well anymore. Will you read it to me? You tear the letter open. It isn't good news.
I feel like I've got enough sadness to tell.
You read the letter, omitting a few key details, but his face still falls. I don't think he's coming home, he says. It's been so long. I don't think he's ever coming back. He takes the letter. Thank you for bringing word, at least.
Well, a little sadness to that one. Okay, where should we go now? Got a couple options. Could keep heading. I feel like I should just keep heading south. See where the road takes us. See what other stores we can pick up along the way. Oh, do I need to cross on a bridge? Can I not? Do I gotta hitchhike? Sure. Let's hop a train. Let's see what we get out of this one. Any storytellers around here? Oh no. Woof. Jeez. I'm so sorry. Oh man, I got beat up good. I better find something to help me. Phyllis lounging around. What do you got to tell me, Sonny? Let's hear if it's bull. Blessed lighthouse sanctuary where souls in love could find respite. To like a few major ways. I hope it don't change it to two different. Alright. Cool, I guess. I feel like I need to find a city to get some health now.
The soldier sits in the
here,
dirt
sir?
with his legs splayed out, like a child would sit. Beneath the tattered fabric of his antique uniform, several open wounds fester in the hot sun. Lend a hand, traveler? You kneel
definitely.
in front of the soldier. His body is marked with bullet holes, along with deeper wounds that could be from knives or bayonets. Maggots squirm inside the raw, red flesh.
It's like, what does that sound? There's a cat
About
snoring
time I
behind
earned
me.
an amputation. You seen any bluebellies around?
Bluebelly?
The soldier leans in, uncomfortably close to inspect your features. Were his pupils solid white before now?
What?
He tilts his head, narrows his eyes, sniffs you. What are you, stranger?
What are you?
A shadow falls on the soldier's face. You damn Yankee! He pulls you in by the wrist and drives a Bowie knife into your gut.
Oh no.
As the-
Am I dead? I died. Okay. So, what happens now? Chapter 2. What?
Bad luck again, but there's no shame in dying. Everyone does it. You still have a job to do. But if you want to learn anything more from me, now's the time. And I'm sure we'll end up seeing more
Okay.
of each other before you're through.
I'm sure I'll probably keep dying. I guess let's see what he tells me from these.
I'm your boss in the sense that you owe me, and so I get to tell you how to pay the debt. But I'm not
Okay.
in charge.
Okay. Let's hear what you got to say about the goat.
There's so much here. Have you seen the vastness? The fields and the deserts and the lakes, and the woods, looming mountains and the vast canyons. It feels like too much for one place to contain.
A little bit, yeah. Oh yeah, tell me about the fortune teller. You got
It's
some
hard to
insight
tell
on
when it
this one.
happens, but I know that luck is affecting what you see and do. Think how different it could be if you were more or less.
Yeah, but you... I feel like you'd like a
Death isn't
story
as
of
bad as you
death.
thought, maybe. It's not like this for everyone, you know.
I mean, yeah, I get to just move on. What do you think of this creepy tale?
It's a big country, and if you're having trouble making headway, hop a train. Go on your way, Seeker. Think about what we've discussed, and good luck on the rest of...
Alright, well, So, do we start back up? No, I guess we're in the same-ish place. Okay. So we got down there. Yeah, let's take a ride. Let's see what stories these folks got to tell. Let's see how far I go. Do I just go until they say we're done? Curious to see how far this travels go. I have no control anymore. Big world to explore. Looks like we got some mountains and some mines here. Okay. Going a little different direction than I thought we were. We'll see where we end up. Just drop me off here, I guess. Alright. Back to full health, I guess. I'm not seeing any nodules of interesting stuff. Can't tell if I need to get closer or if there's just nothing around here. There's just nothing interesting between these states, I guess. Looks like there's a city with some stuff up there. We'll check that out. Don't want to get our asses kicked on the trains anymore. There's a lot of stories all lumped up before. Chattanooga. Okay. Alright, we got a few interesting tales here, it looks like. Scattered amongst the starry skies. Fair enough. Alright, let's see what we got here. Looks like we got a couple tales to tell.
Stipple the cotton field before you with an orange light, moving like a group of lethargic fireflies. From the field,
Oh, this is
the
different.
voices of the workers reach you in a soul. You're gently lulled to sleep as the song floats over you. Hello, Lordy, pick a bale of cotton. Hello, Lordy, pick a bale a day. You're pulled out of your slumber by a woman's pained scream and a collection of shouts rising from the field.
I want to know
The
what's going
woman's
on.
screams taper off, soon replaced by the raw cries of an infant.
Oh,
Applause briefly fills the night, eventually fading back into song. Oh, Lordy. You wake up to the gentle crescendo of the worker's song, unsure if it ever ceased at all.
okay. Interesting. Huh. Well, that was quite the tale. Oh, looks like we got ourselves a fireside chatter over
You
there.
emerge from the underbrush and find yourself at the edge of a field.
Where are we?
A farmhouse sits at the other end.
This is making me
Close by.
uncomfortable.
Large family is tending to the plants together. They pause and regard you, almost nervously.
Hello there?
The grandmother asks. The family is
Maybe
almost
because I'm a
too
skeleton.
nice to you. When you ask for water, they don't even let you walk to the pump by the house.
Kind folks.
A child runs back to the shed for a folding chair and they serve you lemonade in a glass among the lettuce heads.
Bunch of
Halfway
kind
through
folks you
your
got there.
glass, you notice someone moving furtively down by the house. The cuffs of his white shirt are stained red. The father sees your look and shifts to block your view. His eyes are bright, and his teeth are bared in something like worry. How do you like your lemonade?
What's going on here?
His wife arrives with a bag full of sandwiches for you, and the whole family ushers you back into the woods, waving, wishing you well. You take one look back over your shoulder. The man by the wall is gone.
What do we got here? A cult? Alright, let's pick up this one more story and then we'll go see another traveler.
A sign in town says a farmer is hiring for the sugarcane harvest. A bag-eyed man drives you and 10 hungry strangers out into the cane, where he leaves you. Everyone gets a hatchet, but no instruction. The foreman is missing for some reason.
They're just like, you got
Nobody is
this.
sure what to do. A young man in a red jacket stuffs all the hatchets in his pack. This is stupid, he says. I'm leaving. You can get $5 for a nice axe like this. He marches off into the cane and others follow. Don't! A young woman shouts after them. It's not right.
Yeah.
The thief left some hatchets behind. So you and the 3 chumps left start chopping cane. It's brutal work. None of you know what you're doing. Keep going, the girl calls. Her hands
She's
are
just
bleeding.
trying to make an honest
Her
living.
face is bright with sweat. Soon, her cane is piled high.
Well, you got the
Sometime
job
after
done, I guess.
noon, the truck rolls up with a boozy foreman riding shotgun. Good work, he croaks. The girl wipes her
What?
blood-pinked hands on her apron to take her pay, but doesn't notice the crumpled body in the back of the truck, or the hatchets heaped beside it.
Well, we told him. We warned him. Wonder who we're gonna meet on this trip. We'll go check out Nashville next. Maybe I'll check out Nashville first. Add one more story before we join our campfire excursion.
From the windows of the store, you can hear a radio, turned all the way up, tuned to the Grand
Sounds
Ole
pretty
Opry
nice.
show being played across town. 2 young girls sit outside listening to the music. Suddenly, it cuts off, and they howl in protest.
Let's talk to the girls.
Despite their obvious vexation, neither of the girls seems inclined to enter the store to see why the broadcast ceased. They seem to be preparing to leave on their bikes. When you approach, one says,
Well, at least that makes it sound like it's
don't
not
bother.
too bad.
Always stops exactly this time, every week.
All right. Well,
the other
that doesn't
one
sound so bad.
matter-of-factly says,
That's when he died.
What?
and before you can ask anything else, they've ridden away. The window is so
yeah.
grimy you can barely see through the glass. But it's obvious there's nothing to see anyway. It's dark and empty. There's certainly no
You
radio.
know, I love a good game about
Nor any
ghost stories.
Just a lot of sad dust, marked where the furniture used to stand. Old memories, carted away.
Nice. A haunted music store. I like it. Alright, let's see. Where's our fireside buddy? Who we gonna run into tonight? to share some tales, sir? Or ma'am? Get a Jackson.
I wanted to be the best blues singer in the world. By God, I was.
Yeah? Tell me more.
I was born a poor girl in Memphis, Tennessee. No father. He run out. No mama either. She was there, but she weren't there really.
Alright.
All alone but for my Uncle Richard. My baby brother Marcus. All alone but for the guitar.
Bet you got some damn good stories.
Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it.
Oh, I got that. Yeah, I got that. You can have this one.
I drink
Don't
to
get
that.
much more tragic than that.
I wasn't one to accept death. To live beside it, that wasn't my way. Now, I told
Yeah.
myself I was running away to take care of my brother Marcus.
I mean, if you're singing blues,
But I was just running.
you're gonna be talking death.
Now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it.
Alright, I got some more of those. Let's see. Let's do a bit of this one. That's got some tragedy to
Trying to
it.
scare me.
Oh,
But I don't care for that one.
oh, fine.
Some folks got choices. I was choosing between having nothing and having something. I
Fair.
didn't know it was a devil's bargain then.
Oh, so you gotta deal with the devil at the crossroads, eh?
How about a story about the dark and scary things in the world?
Oh, alright. This better count.
Ooh, now. That sends shivers up my spine.
That's the spirit.
Home. And sometimes home speaks to you. But I felt like a foreigner after Uncle Richard died.
That's
I
fair.
dreamed all night of running away
When
with
your
my
family's
brother,
gone, doesn't feel
discovering we
right.
were African royalty, a little prince and a little princess. I'm in the mood for a good, hopeful story. You got it?
Ooh. How's about some love stories? You might like a bit of that.
Oh, that one made me smile. Love.
We done it.
Well, I would have done anything for my brother. Anything, you hear?
I believe you.
Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it.
Alright, let's see what else we got. That's more of a ghost story than tragedy. I got a lot of ghost stories. That's a little more too optimistic. Sure, let's go with the haunted music story. You might like that anyway.
No, that's just too frightening for me.
Fair enough.
I don't like to think about the past. When I lay down to bed now, I hear Marcus cry out to me. He's hungry, he says. When I was a girl, all I wanted was to help him. Sun is up.
It's a good sibling there.
One more night gone. I need to be going.
Where will I
You
run
want to
into
hear more
next?
about the deal I made? You can look for me up the road this way.
I'll see you around then.
I was about 25 when I left my first record contract, no more richer than I was before. Those men took me around like a freak show, me and my guitar and my sad songs. I didn't know what to do once I was free again. Alone,
Best of luck to you.
drinking my sorrows. And that's where the devil found me.
He's good at that. We got some blues here. Alright. Where are we at? Well, she's a little south. Do we dare wind our way into Georgia? We head up north a little bit. A little sad we kind of missed Ohio entirely. Yeah. I want to do a little of that. Do the cars only go one way? Kind of looks like it. Feel like we gotta cross the river somehow. Not sure where. Is that Cincinnati? Oh, there's river crossings. Right. There we go. Let's hop across the river there. Head up and say hi to my folks in Ohio. And Kentucky. Wait, where are we? Okay. So why is Louisville on the opposite side? Whatever. Head on across. Looks like we got some stories to tell here.
A hurried
right
little
pleased to hear
girl
'em.
collides into you with a wheelbarrow full of hay, nearly knocking you out
Oh
of
my
your
God.
shoes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You nod, but the way the girl fusses over the wheelbarrow, was that apology meant for you?
This is our little tent boy from before.
Lost? Me? No, not at all.
She stands up taller and squares her shoulders, projecting an image of adulthood so stiff she looks about to tip over.
She looks like she's 7.
But I guess I could use a little help. Can I ask you something pretty, please?
You certainly can.
Well, I found this critter, but my daddy won't let me keep it unless I take real good care of it.
Relating
What kind
this
of critter
dilemma
is that?
has put her on the verge of tears.
Do you know how I can be the very best pet owner in the world?
The
Food
girl
and shelter.
bursts into hysterical laughter, like she just heard the funniest joke.
What?
I don't know how to feed it when it don't have a mouth.
It
The
does.
laughter fades,
What?
and her look of worry returns.
Any other ideas?
She smiles
Squeeze it.
so bright.
That's all it takes? Gosh, I already love it so much.
I'm a little worried about what you found, miss. I don't think I want to mess with that. All right, what story we got passed around here? Thumbing is suspended. It's interesting how the stories being told tend to be more like middle class white folks. It kind of seems to be like, whereas the stories I hear from other people, it's more of a combination of folks. Shiftless father left him in the woods. I know this one. Didn't even let me rebut. Alright, let's see what we got
A
in here.
woman waits while a man in a truck fills 2 of her buckets with scoops of whitish powder from a bin. She sees her staring.
Want to make some cash?
She calls.
Well, we got a struck tower already.
She takes you up the drive to her farmhouse, where her son and daughter are mixing something in a metal barrel.
Locust bait.
She says,
Poison. The town bought enough for everyone, but we gotta mix it ourselves.
she'll pay you to help.
I
You
suppose.
use a broom handle to mix the poison with bran. The teens watch from the porch, faces frozen in distrustful scowls. Their mother pays you well, but later in the day you feel lightheaded, tingling pins and needles all over. You feel only a little better after you vomit.
Maybe should have left the work to the kids. We'll grab a bite to eat at the nearest city. Looks like that might be Indianapolis. Alright. What do you got here?
Here, can you find her? His voice is soft, cooing. He's lowered himself down so that his
What?
head is level with the 2 blonde-topped boys next to him. Can you find Grandma? They're pulling ears of corn off stalks with uncommon gentleness.
I'm
You don't
curious to know
really
what's
say
going on.
anything. You're just interrupted by the sight of the man's face, a subtle hole under his eye socket.
I didn't see you there.
The wormy body of a stock borer crawls out of his skull.
You'd best be moving on, Drifter.
Oh, the stories they tell in this game. My goodness. Yes! Cincinnati. Absolutely. Well, let's make a quick stop in Indianapolis, then we'll head on for the hometown. Oh, looks like we got a story to tell here. "110% true. What do you got to say?" A ghost of a well-heeled hobo. Oh. Alright. I guess we got a little better story now. Oh, I guess Indianapolis isn't a city. It's just a...
Deep in the fields, you come across a group of young men clearing weeds and sod from a roadside plot. Pitchforks flying, weeds dying.
I should probably make
You
sure
almost
how
don't
long I've been
notice that
going.
the dark lump beside them is a dozing boy, lying smack dab in the middle of their work. There's an odd frenzy to the way these boys are ripping the sod apart. When they notice you approaching, they jog over and stand silently between you and their sleeping comrade.
Hey, I ain't gonna get you
The
in trouble,
youths share
buddies.
nervous looks. The oldest steps forward. Get going, he blurts, leveling a pitchfork at your gut. His hands are shaking. He seems serious,
I'm already injured.
You
I'm gonna
hurry
move
off.
along.
but the boys don't check to see if you've really left. From the top of the next rise, you watch them lift the motionless boy and carry him farther back into the field. It's only when they move him that you realize his wrists and ankles have been bound.
Oh boy. It's a bit of a creepy one. Alright. We got lots of stories over here. Okay, hold on 1 second though. Alright. We can keep going.
Surrounded by fields of corn and rye, a small farm lies
Seen lots of
fallow.
these.
Its tiny stable crumbles into disrepair, and foxtails sprout from its fields. Inside,
I know this world
the
well.
sunlight filtering in through 2 small windows turns to hazy gray shafts in the thick dust that blankets the interior. It's not much in the way of furniture, but on a rustic kitchen table, a handwritten note catches your eye. Never opened. It's addressed to
Interesting.
Martha and unsigned. Her name is written in the stiff letters of a man for whom literacy is more a formality than habit.
Okay.
If you find this, I'm already gone. Don't come looking for me. The rest is scratchy spirals and circles of halfway readable writing about the noises from the cellar and the hunger in the darkness. The cellar door at the edge of the abandoned kitchen calls to your attention.
Oh, man. That's too
The
tempting.
door is unlatched. The ground below is deeply stained with some dark residue you can't identify. Upon it, only ancient piles of chains and manacles, slowly turning to rust.
All right. Well, that's a nice creepy one for you. Got a little something here too.
The man lowers his paper as you come near. His
Looks pretty
weather-beaten face
depressed.
is drawn. They say it's spreading. The dust is
Put 'em
strangling the
inside.
land. Half my cattle suffocated in the last storm. We cut open the carcasses to salvage the meat. They were filled with mud.
Oof.
He calls after you, his voice hoarse. This whole land is dying. If the harvest fails again, people will too.
Oof.
You walk on, past the dust-choked fields of his farm, trying to ignore the feel of sand in your shoes.
I don't think anything I say was going to fix that, really. Alright, let's get to Cincinnati, get us a bite to eat. I don't know how far back in time this is, but y'all got cheese conies? My guess is no. What else we got on our map here? We got that fella up there. Haven't met him before. Haven't added too many happy tales to tell to our friend there. I don't know. I feel like we should get a bite to eat before anything else happens to us. Ice cream, peanut butter and jelly. There's some applesauce. And we'll take a little ice cream. We can always earn more money.
The corridors of Cincinnati's music hall reverberate with the sounds of an orchestra warming up for rehearsal.
That's still there.
If we unbolt the light rig, we can crush them.
Oh my god, what?
Says a voice up ahead. No, another answers. Hiding Baldy's baton will be sufficient to stop the din.
Guys, music.
The
enjoy
tuxedoed
it.
men are slightly transparent. Mustachio on the right has his arms folded. The weaselly one on the left scowls. They start at your arrival.
I'm gonna undo those bolts.
Weasel feature vanishes into thin air.
Damn it all.
Says the other man.
We used to
Are
be
you
members of the
ghosts?
orchestra until, well, you know. Patrick doesn't care for the new blood. It seems like talent died with us. So he does his damnedest to stop them playing. But I can't allow violence against fellow artists. Help me stop him. With the right
yeah, how do you
tool,
stop
you can banish them from the hall. You see, no spirit can stand the sound of the purest of all instruments.
Oof. I feel like that's
No.
violent.
No. No.
He shakes his head, exasperated.
The triangle.
The triangle. The orchestra has one, but the percussionist's a sop. He never hits it right. If you can get there, you can ensure the only thing brutalized here today is Chopin.
The orchestra is midway through practice. They're in dire need of it. The percussionist dozes on his stool. Everyone's oblivious to the muttering from the lighting rig.
Let's see if
You
we can
sprint down
figure
the
out this
aisle,
triangle.
elbow through the incensed musicians. The percussionist falls off his stool as you clamber over his xylophone. You grab the beater and bring it down onto the triangle, eliciting a pure, resounding note. And the rafters ring with laughter. The mustachioed ghost appears next to you, doubled over, invisible to the furious orchestra.
I never thought you'd fall for that. The triangle, for God's sake.
I should have known it was the sousaphone.
Thanks for shutting them up, though.
Clever ghosts. Well, that was a fun trip to Cincinnati. I feel like there's some more stories to be told right here. Might as well check them out before I head up north. Let's hear more of my tales. Is there any that I haven't gotten any new stuff? What stuff have I not gotten at all? Got these. Tragedy. Active stores. Okay, looks like we've gotten a bit of everything. Oh, except this, whatever this is. The star. We're looking for the star and the pentacles. Those are the only ones we haven't found yet.
Over a shared, crusty loaf of bread, the farmer notices you looking at a prominent, tattered scarecrow in the field.
Oh, you like old Barney?
He asks.
It's
Does a
interesting.
damn good job scaring the vermin. Shame about the real fella. He was a
What?
funny one. Old Barney hiding out in our stables and lofts, just passing along. We liked him. Well, all except the sheriff. Barney never harmed nothing. I sometimes shared bread with him, just like you here. When he disappeared, leaving just the clothes we gave him, I figured I'd put him to use. Never got to know his proper name neither.
Across the field, the wind in the corn whispers. Or is it the scarecrow?
The life of Barney still holds true. Interesting. Definitely want to explore all of Ohio.
You've
that I
seen
can.
migrant camps before.
Oh,
They
interesting.
tend to look like the town dump. This one, though, on a good day, this could pass for a town. Starched
Interesting.
white tents stand tall and many, and a stroll through the grounds finds you neither trash nor trouble.
That's good.
You
Take
hear
care of
some
yourselves.
chatter from a large tent on your left. On your right, a tent in the shadow of the trees emanates a soft buzz. A bespectacled
left.
man reads from a black binder to an audience of about 24 migrants.
At this time,
He says,
Mr. Martin vacated the chair in favor of new chairman, Mr. London. Mr. Lake was elected vice chairman. Mr. Lake was elected chairman of the finance committee.
I don't know
Mr.
what all this
Horner
means.
and Miss Clive were the other members on the finance committee. Mr. Lake gave an instructive talk on the duties of that committee.
Okay, this is.
Mrs. James
this is a
displayed a
little
lamp.
boring.
Total collection for the month, $143.70. Balance at the first of the month, $84?
The speaker pauses to turn the page, and in that moment, he finally notices you, standing at the entrance.
Oh no.
What did you hear?
He says coldly.
Hey, I got nothing. Nothing that involves me, sir. I wonder if Marietta's on here. Oh boy, we got a businessman telling stories. What do you got for us, sir? An ancient battle in the Boston streets. Oh, I know this one. Alright, well, guess he made mine a little more interesting. Doesn't look like there's anything in Marietta, Ohio. I was kind of hoping there to be, since it's kind of an old ghost town anyway, but, well, I guess we'll just head on to Columbus. See what we can find here.
The car is a lifeline, your one hope to escape the encroaching storm. It rattles along a few yards ahead of the storm front, jouncing and juddering, one pothole away from being swallowed by the choking dust. A figure
It's a hell of a
clings to
storm.
support straps mounted on the back.
Alright.
You grab the straps and haul yourself up,
Oh,
shouts the woman on the back.
a fellow observer.
She's wrapped in a scarf and aviation
There's
goggles,
storm chasers.
juggling a pen and a notebook while hanging onto the unsteady car. The dust scours your face and rips at your clothes.
We're not done with our observations.
She threads one arm through the straps and makes another attempt to write, but it comes out illegible.
Blast it. Get inside and take dictation, will you?
Alright, fine.
You clamber through the open back window, and she hands you pen and notebook. You scribble furiously while she dictates the finer qualities of the dust and wind assaulting the car until her voice is hoarse.
That'll do.
She bangs on the roof.
Judith,
Storm chasers.
let's go.
It's crazy folks. Howdy there, stranger.
Just a moment there.
He says, shaking your hand.
I'm Paul Dalhart from the Republican Herald. You may have heard of it. Syndicated in 6 counties. Well, no matter. But listen, you may have noticed a vocal few out there, I call them naysayers, who throw up their hands and fly the white flag as soon as life gets a little tough. But wouldn't you agree that it's never been a better time to live and do business in this country?
Couldn't tell you, Sonny.
Pessimism, negativity, faint-heartedness.
He claps his notebook shut.
If there is to be an end to the great American experiment, it'll be your attitude that writes it, not mine.
Fair enough. Alright, well, we got a story to tell. Oh, it's you. You look like the same folk. Oh, the whippoorwill. Okay. Alright, we got an interesting story on that one. Alright, we got a camp up there. I feel like that's, hang on one sec. I think we should wrap up here. We'll start off with the camp next time. So, yeah, so this is another tale of travels. I know that this is not exactly a standard gameplay kind of thing, but, you know, this is a whole different experience, so I'm just taking it for what it is. We're tired. Alright, we gotta keep a watch on that. But yeah, so we want to just kind of see where this leads to. We'll have to head to Detroit at some point. Alright, well, you know, I hope you guys are liking this, and if not, there's plenty of other content on my channel. You know, this is just kind of the offshoot stuff, so But that's it for today, so thank y'all for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.